Good afternoon, coaches. My name's Lisa Jones. I'm the Technology and Web Services Specialist over in the Technology Department. Today we're going to just run through a quick overview of getting back into the swing of things and editing your sport pages on your Rattler Athletics website. The first thing you want to do is navigate to our district website, www.smcisd.net. You'll need to sign into the site by clicking on User Options and choosing Sign In. You'll use your district network credentials here to get signed into the site. I don't ever save my password just for security reasons, so I recommend the same of you. And then what we'll do is navigate again to User Options and then click on Site Manager. Once you're in the Site Manager side of the Web Community Manager, you're going to see a list of sites and pages that you have permission to edit on the left navigation bar. What I'm going to do now is emulate Coach Robledo's login information so to look a little more familiar as to what you'll see when you sign into the site. Okay, so once again, we're going to go to User Options, we're going to go to Site Manager, and you'll see any permissions to pages or sites that you have to edit will show up on your Sites and Channels navigation bar on the left-hand side of the page. So you will have your campus site along with your teacher section that you have editing permissions for, as well as the option to change to the athletics website. So we're going to go ahead and change over to the athletics website now by clicking Change Site and choosing Athletics. And it'll show you all the pages and sections that you have permission to edit on the athletics website. One of the first things that you're going to want to do is update your bio information. That is found under the athletics information section and under staff directory. Click the athletics staff directory page. Each coach will have their own bio section here. To edit, simply click on the editing pencil. You should have your title and the sports that you're coaching already filled in for you. You'll fill in a short bio, preferably something that doesn't need a lot of editing year after year. Fill that in. You'll want to select a photo. There is a particular photo size dimension that should be used. We'll go over photos in a little while. Click on the Details tab, fill in your email address, fill in a generic phone number to the front office. You can add your degrees and certifications here, and then make sure you hit Save. To exit out of your teacher app, click the white X in the purple box in the top left corner of that particular app. If you do not have a bio app listed for you, I can get that created for you. Just reach out to me and I'll get that created and get back to you as soon as possible. Once you're done editing your bio, we want to go ahead and close out of the Athletics Staff Directory page by clicking again on the white X in the purple box in the top left corner of that page. The next thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that your sports schedules are up to date on the page. That's going to be found in the sports section of the site. You'll want to hover out and find your sport page. If you're a middle school coach, make sure that you're looking under the middle school areas and then look for your sport page. So we're going to go ahead and take baseball, for example. You'll click on your sport. Each sport will have 4 separate pages listed. You're going to have your main sport page feed. We'll have the coaching staff listed there. I'll take care of that for you. We're just feeding in information from your bio page. You'll have your sports schedule and you'll have your sports rosters here. You won't really need to do any editing on your sport page or the coaching staff like I said. What you will want to make sure you do is update your sports schedules and your sport rosters. Click on your schedule page. Everything is already broken up into tables depending on your level of sports, varsity, JV, etc. So you'll click on the pencil again to edit. That's the way it works throughout the entire site. Click on the pencil. You've got your sports schedule. You can manually go in and edit and fill in all of this information based off your schedule. Now, if you have this information in a spreadsheet, you can copy and paste that information, but please make sure that you're using the same headers in the table so that we stay consistent across all of the sports schedules across all of the sites. Once you have that information filled in, you'll want to also check your table options. Just update the schedule year so that it reflects the 1920 school year, and then make sure you hit save. We'll exit out of the varsity schedule table, and then you'll continue to do the same for whatever schedules you need to continue to edit. We're going to close out of that page. The next thing that needs to be edited are your rosters. Click on your roster page. Hopefully your tables are already set up. You'll edit, either copy and paste from an Excel spreadsheet or a table of some sort that you already have created, or you can manually enter the information, number, name, possibly position, grade. Once all that information is filled in, you'll want to hit save. I believe we talked about varsity sports only. If you have rosters for additional sports, I believe that's okay. Just check with Coach Soto or Coach Robledo to verify that information. But for sure, varsity rosters need to be posted on your roster pages. Once you're done editing that, you can close down that page. Next thing that we want to take a look at is your photo gallery. The photo gallery is designed to show a series of pictures that will scroll on your sport pages. All of that back-end work is already done. The tags are set. To edit the photo gallery, you'll click on the photo gallery page. Once again, we'll hit the pencil to edit. You will add a new record for each picture. You'll title the picture, caption the picture. You can describe what's going on, what game this happened in, etc. You can, whatever caption that you're going to add there. You're going to select your image file. The photo gallery will automatically resize based off the size of the picture. And then you will have to add image alt text. This is for accessibility reasons. In the image alt text area, basically you're going to be describing what is happening in the picture. Once you have all that information filled in, you will want to make sure that you click on the tag section and either tag by your campus and sport. So Goodnight, you'll start with GN. High school, you'll start with SMHS. Miller, you'll start with ML. Basically, you're going to tag with whatever sport this needs to feed onto. Whatever sport photo gallery this needs to feed onto. Once you have the correct tag in place, then you'll hit save, etc., and then you'll have a new record in place. We can close out of that photo gallery, close out of the photo gallery page. Take a look at the directions page, directions to schools. This does need quite a bit of work. There's been some schools added to this page, but let's click on directions to schools. We'll click on the Directions app. To add a new location, you're going to click New Map. You're going to fill in the map title as the name of the school or name of the venue. Driving directions can be placed in the directions box. You'll actually put in the street address, city, state, zip code in these fields. Don't worry about start and end date, and you'll hit save. Once new information is added in, we can take a look at a preview at what that looks like. Each venue shows the name of the venue with the address. When you click on it, you'll actually see a Google map with the driving directions below. Okay, moving on to the next area. Middle school coaches, your sports sections are set up just like we've already previewed, except they're in each campus section alone. So you'll do the same thing. You'll click on your sport page, edit your schedule, and we're not placing rosters for middle school. The last thing that we want to take a look at is our athletics homepage. This is the area that you're going to be writing up stories or writing up information that needs to feed to the home page. So let's take a look at what that home page actually looks like in live view. We've got a nice large photo gallery. If you've got an image that's high res, we can add that up here, but that is something that Andrew Fernandez will do or I will do to get those photos up, because there is some photo stipulations. We have your sports calendar. We'll be providing you some more information on this if needed. We've got your Facebook feed, we've got your Twitter feed, and then we have Rattler News. The Rattler News section is designed for coaches to do story write-ups or information that needs to get out to parents and community. Each of these headline stories has a photo. You've got your headline title, you've got a little blurb about what it is, and then it will actually feed either to a website or to a story. These are stories and articles that you coaches will be writing and feeding to this homepage. All right, so let's go back into editing mode and discuss how we do that. That is, and at the top level of the site, you'll click on the word athletics. You'll choose the homepage section, and that is in the Rattler News area. To add a new feature, you'll click the edit button. All of the news stories headlines are listed here in this area. To click a new story, you'll click new. You'll give it a headline title. You'll upload an accent image. There are some size stipulations. We'll talk about images here in a little bit again. You will need to once again add image alt text. If your graphic has any text in it, it does have to be contained in the image alt text. You'll have a start date, end date if necessary, and then you will fill in the contents of your article. Your teaser text is basically sort of that short 1 or 2 lines that's kind of describe what the article is. If you would like to put your contact information or the author of the article here, fill in your name. Phone number isn't necessary but can be if it's needed in context of the story. Email address as well can be filled in. And you will want to utilize the tagging feature so that these headline articles will also feed to the respective sport pages. And I'll show you an area on Rattler HQ where you can find some helpful information on how these tags work or what tags are available for you when you're tagging photos and when you're tagging headlines articles. Once all of that information is ready to go, then you'll want to make sure that you save that, and your article will then appear in the headline listing. You'll hit I'm done. We can preview what that looks like. Again, all those articles will feed on the Rattler News section, and if we are on a particular sport page, then we will see only sports that are tagged with that sport tag. Okay, so those are the major areas that are going to need to be edited and updated for this school year. What we want to talk about next is image sizes for your bio image and for your headline article images. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of the homepage here. Let's open up another tab. Blackboard provides us with a quick and easy way to resize pictures. I'm going to quickly click on the links that I have, and then again we'll head to Rattler HQ and I'll show you where all these resources can be found. Bio images have a certain size, 250 by 250 pixels. Simply select an image, preferably an image with your face in it. Select an image, open it, and then if you need to resize, you can drag the photo to resize that, and then zoom in and out if necessary. Okay. If the photo needs to be rotated for any reason, you can rotate the photo. And then once it is sized and placed in the area as needed, download the cropped image. It'll automatically be resized to the right dimensions for your bio photo, and then you can go and upload that into your bio page. For headlines and features, images need to be 370 by 225 pixels. Same thing, select a new image, upload it, zoom in, zoom out, resize. Once you get your image in there and sized, you'll download the cropped image as well. So let's take a look at Rattler HQ. Let's go to the home page here. On Rattler HQ, in the communications section, there are several areas that have information regarding web content and creating content on Blackboard Web Community Manager. One of the things that, remember, we need to be concerned with is web accessibility. Please look over this information, it's important, but at the very minimum, please take a look at the Web Accessibility Basics for Content Editors. This talks about certain guidelines that you need to follow when creating content for the website. If you have any questions about this, please don't hesitate to ask me. I can help you in regards to this area. But if you need information on what we've talked about today, or you need more information on some of these sections and editing guidelines, in the Blackboard Web Community Manager section, there are some quick tutorials, information listed that helps you get started editing your athletics page as well as your teacher homepage. How to access the Headlines and Features app, creating an article, tagging. Here's the section on images with each of the image sizes, embedded links in there, your photo gallery, app information, as well as an athletics quick guide on how quickly to get to certain areas that you need to edit on your site. Filter tag information is here and available. These are all the tags on the Headlines and Features app and the Multimedia Photo Gallery app. These are the tags that you can use so that they'll feed to your respective sport pages correctly. If you have any questions about any of the things we covered today, please don't hesitate to ask. I will throw my contact information up at the end. I can always do a remote session with you and help you get started. If for some reason you do not have editing privileges like you should on this athletics website, please reach out to me so that I can make sure that you have access to the areas that you need to have access to. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.